One of these is an SUV. The other is a hatchback in a costume, and your dealer is selling them under the same name at totally different prices. Today, we expose the biggest open secret in the car industry. Most of the SUVs you see on the road are not SUVs at all. Let's start with what a real SUV actually is. A true SUV is built on a separate steel ladder frame, the same kind your full-size pickup truck rides on. That means body-on-frame construction, a V8 engine, four-wheel drive with a low-range transfer case, and the ability to tow up to 10,000 pounds. A Chevy Tahoe is 211 inches long, with a 121-inch wheelbase. A Ford Expedition is similar. Both share their bones with America's best-selling trucks. These are real, capable, off-road and tow-rated machines, and almost nothing else on the market today qualifies. Here's the trick. Beginning in the 1990s, automakers figured out something genius and a little bit evil. They took their cheap small hatchbacks, they added a couple inches of lift, bolted on black plastic cladding around the wheel arches, glued on a fake skid plate, added roof rails, and then they sold the same car for thousands of dollars more by calling it an SUV. The auto paean called it perfectly. Station wagons and hatchbacks were hastily lifted, covered with body cladding and marketed as SUVs. Jalopnik summed it up even better. If it sells, it's an SUV. If it doesn't sell, it's a hatchback or a wagon. So how do you spot a fake SUV at the dealership? Here are 6 dead giveaways. 1. It's unibody built on the same platform as a regular sedan or hatchback from the same brand. 2. The ground clearance is under 8 inches, sometimes lower than a sedan. 3. There is no low-range transfer case. You can't crawl over anything serious. 4. Towing capacity is under 2,000 pounds. Many are rated for 1,000 pounds. Some are not rated to tow anything at all. 5. The wheelbase is under 108 inches and the total length is under 180 inches. That's smaller than a Honda Civic. And 6. The vehicle has plastic cladding on the fenders, a fake skid plate and roof rails bolted on top of an otherwise ordinary hatchback body. Hit 3 or more of these. Congratulations! You are not looking at an SUV. You are looking at a hatchback with a costume. Let's name names. The Hyundai Venue, 159 inches long, front-wheel drive only. No all-wheel drive option even exists. It is literally a Hyundai accent with cladding. The Chevy Trax and the Buick Envista, front-wheel drive only. The Envista has just 5.6 inches of ground clearance. That is lower than most sedans on the road. The Nissan Kicks, built on the Versa sedan platform. It replaced the Versa Note hatchback in America. Same car, new badge. The Toyota Corolla Cross. Same Tiangasi platform as the Corolla sedan and Corolla hatchback. Tow rating 1,500 pounds. The Honda HR-V. As of 2023, it is literally a Honda Civic with a lift kit. The Subaru Crosstrek. Even Subaru's own enthusiast forums admit it's a raised Impreza hatchback. The Mazda CX-30. A Mazda 3 hatchback with cladding. The Volkswagen Taos, built on the same MQB platform as the Polo and the Jetta. The Ford Bronco Sport. The name comes from a body-on-frame icon. The Sport is actually a lifted Ford Escape. The Mercedes GLA, the BMW X1 and the Audi Q3, all sold in Europe as compact hatchbacks, sold in America as luxury SUVs. Same car, different label, higher price. That is the entire game. So why do automakers keep doing this? 2 reasons: money and the government. In the United States, the EPA splits vehicles into 2 categories: passenger cars and light trucks. Light trucks have lower fuel economy standards and weaker emissions rules. SUVs and crossovers are classified as light trucks, even when they are mechanically a hatchback. So the math works like this. A manufacturer takes a small sedan, lifts it, adds cladding, calls it an SUV. Now they can pollute more. Now they don't have to meet sedan-grade fuel economy targets. And now they can charge you $4,000 to $5,000 more for the same drivetrain. The Capital One Auto research team called it directly. U.S. manufacturers realized they could face fewer pollution regulations by producing passenger vehicles that were technically classified as light trucks. That, my friend, is what the SUV loophole is. What does this actually cost you? First, money. You pay $3,000 to $5,000 more for the exact same platform you could have bought as a hatchback or a sedan. Second, fuel economy. The lifted, heavier, less aerodynamic version of the same car burns more gas. Every single tank. Third, capability. You don't actually get real towing, real ground clearance, or real off-road. You think you do. You don't. Fourth, parking and visibility. SUVs are like a reverse TARDIS, smaller on the inside than they look on the outside. You are paying a premium for features and capabilities that you only think you're getting. A real SUV is a Tahoe. A real SUV is a Wrangler. A real SUV is a Land Cruiser. A Hyundai Venue is a tall Accent. A Toyota Corolla Cross is a tall Corolla. A Honda HR-V is a tall Civic. Both kinds of car can be the right car for you. There is nothing wrong with a small, efficient hatchback. The problem is paying SUV money for hatchback hardware. So next time you walk into a dealership and they point at the so-called SUV section, ask one question. Is this body on frame? Watch their face. That answer tells you everything. Buy what you actually need. Don't pay luxury utility money for a hatchback with plastic stuck to its fenders.